What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. The following video or video clips is something I put together. It's kind of a thought experiment that I had wanted to put in, and another experiment that someone had come up with for testing artificial intelligence and things. And it was quite interesting because it coincided with what I was wanting to do and what my friend was wanting to do. So we've worked together before on a couple of different things. We was part of a think tank several years ago. I guess you call it think tank, where we just brought forth ideas. There's like 10 or 12 of us in this thing. We communicated constantly. And part of that discussion group came out about the holographic ideas and more or less the related proof we had that the sky was a hologram. Of course, that's all long ago and it's all gone and everything. But thanks to him and other people like that, we've always been on the edge of stuff. And so anyway, he and I decided to talk together the other day and decided to come up with this other thought experiment. I'm not going to give you the parameters what the thought experiment I had, my input on it was, but we will go ahead and I will show you what the results of both of our inputs was into this. His part was to test or to experiment and see what AI did when asked to code and decode and recode images or descriptions of images and produce a code, therefore, that is unbreakable by man or other artificial intelligence. And through this, I went through several times of processing this through different models of artificial intelligence, and we got some results. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to tell you right here, I've got several images and some sound goes with it. And I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to ask y'all, see if y'all can figure it out. You can take video clips or image clips of each of these images I'm putting out here, take your image of it and a screenshot, and see what you can do with it and everything. And like I'm saying right here now, the sound may or may not have anything to do with the AI code that's built into the images. So that's the only hint I will give you about it. But after this, I'll go ahead and put up the images for you and let you decide what you want to do with it and everything. So this is just a fun experiment. It's nothing, no meaningful things to it, but it was an idea to test AI and how far they would go to perhaps even deceive us about things. So pay attention, guys. Record if you want to, take screenshots, sound bites, and everything else you want to, and then comment below on what you think is going on. What y'all just watched was an thought experiment that I created, and with the help of Pete, we went and ran this idea that I had with his input, and we ran it through AIs, and we created, or it created, an unbreakable code. Now, this code is supposed to be unbreakable by man, machine, artificial intelligence, different models. So we ran it through, I ran it through and everything, and created different images. And what these images are is the creation or the beginning of everything, the beginning of the universe, the beginning of all things, if you will. And I'll set the parameters outside of the idea of a God figure and let AI run with it. And the images it created, I asked it to create a code and then fed the code into other AI models and told them to decrypt the code and then create another code on top of it to uh, encrypt it so no other devices can decode it. So this is what the experiment was. Now again, the sounds may or may not have anything to do with decoding the image. There may be layering involved with imaging or sound or both. And like I said, the sounds may or may not have any effect on the images playing. Also take in consideration the times of images and of the sounds that may or may not have an effect. And again, look for layering. Like I say, this is a very complex code that AI created. And with the help of myself and Pete and everything, we got a very complex problem. So I'm asking you guys to go ahead and take this, the imaging, the sounds, and everything else like that, ever how you wish to want to do it, and put it through your different AI models, if you will, and see what kind of images you can create. Later on, we'll talk about this in another video on down the road, maybe another week or two, give everybody a chance to run through this. But let's see what we can create, okay? I do have some images already created. I'm working more and more with AI to go ahead and run these images, coded, uncoded, decoded again, etc., and see what kind of imaging we can get. So good luck, guys. This is the experiment that we've been waiting for. We'll see what we can do with this. Some of you are deep thinkers and hard thinkers, so let's test the limits of what we've got, all right? Y'all have a groovy day, and as always, do something nice for somebody. It may be the last time you get a chance for that. Later, taters.